North America Trapper. Today I get another opportunity to head out to South Dakota to chase raccoons with the Duke dog proofs. Every time I go to South Dakota, it really, I can't explain it unless you've been there. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there right now watching this that have been to the Black Hills and the Badlands and have seen Bear Butte where Crazy Horse had his vision, but there is a certain energy out there that I can't explain. But all of you guys that are hunters and fishermen and trappers, you know what I'm talking about. That energy that you feel when you get to an area, the history of it, the majestic mountains, the streams, the rivers, and I can't explain it, but every time I go to South Dakota, I enjoy it, and every time I leave, I have that sunken feeling where I can't wait to get back there again. But we're out in South Dakota in this show, and we're chasing raccoons with the Duke dog proofs, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Well, we're going to start off here. We're going to show you how to put a DP in. This is a Duke dog proof. Basically, this is probably the best, most universal coon trap on the market. You can put these anywhere. You can put these near your house where you have dogs and cats and whatever, because really the only thing that's getting down in there and pulling up on that trigger is either a coon, a skunk, or a possum, pretty much. If you're a hunter out there and you are having problems with coons eating all your deer feed, these are a perfect tool to help you out with that. If you're a landowner, or a farmer, or a rancher and having problems with coons and being destructive near your buildings or your house, or getting in your cornfields and eating your corn, or if you're a homeowner and you have a garden and you're having some problems, these are going to work great for you. They're very easy to set. They're actually pretty kind to the animal as well. They have a triple swivel system on them. They work fantastic, but basically all you're doing is you're pulling back on the lever and you're putting that in there. And that's all you're doing, and now that trap is set and it's ready to go. We're just here along this little stream bank here. We got some coons up here that are working underneath this bridge and whatever. There's a rancher right here who's having some problems with his coons, and this is where we're seeing most of the signs, so that's why we're putting them in here. But if you're a landowner, like I said, or a homeowner, whatever, and you have some problem raccoons, these Duke DPs are going to work great for you. As you see, they're very easy to set. Now, when that coon comes in, he's going to reach down in that cylinder, and he's going to pull up on that trigger, and it's going to go off just like that. And now he's caught down in there, and he's going to be right here where you caught him with that triple swivel system. He's probably going to be laying there waiting for you to come take care of him. Ultimately, you can see here, it's not that hard to set these. You just got to get that down in there, get it in the trigger. It's set, ready to go, and you just put them in the ground. I usually give them a quarter turn to kind of set them, and that's ready to go right there. We're using rebar here. We just put that through the end swivel, but you can use snare extension, cable, wire, whatever you would want. We are actually using rebar here because it's very easy to pound these into this farm ground, and that coon will be there. We're using our Coon Buster bait. Very simply, you want to have something down in there that's inviting to the raccoon. This is our crawfish style bait. 1 tablespoon goes right down in. That'll be about right under the trigger. Reaching in there, pulling up on the trigger to get them. And then just as a little added incentive, we're using our magnet trailing scent. And we're just putting a little bit on that. And then just a little trail coming into it. But as you can see, it's very simple to put these in. We're going to put a lot of these in the ground. You're going to see a lot of catches, some remakes, things of that nature. We're going to give you some points, some tricks, some tips that are going to help you be successful when you do get these in your hands. We're going to show you how to make some dirt hole sets with 1.5. We're going to show you how to make pocket sets. We're going to show you some trail sets, things of that nature, and give you an idea of what to look for and some tricks of the trade as we move forward. But you can see that's very easy to put in. We're right on this trail, right along the creek, and any coon that comes by here is going to hit that, and he's going to work right in there, get his hand down in there, and he's going to be waiting for you to come in and take care of him the next morning.
The Trapper of the Week is Kevin Goo, with a nice ermine taken in a 110 on the Muskegon River in Michigan. Congratulations, Kevin, and get your chance to be Trapper of the Week by visiting us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com.
Handling nest raiders is our specialty, and you can become the steward of your own land with our North American Trapper scent package, which includes our Coonbuster DP bait and magnet trailing scent. Our sweet scented trailer will draw them in, where our Coonbuster will then take over, and its soaked crawfish essence will entice those nest raiders to work the trap consistently. Look no further than our North American Trapper Combo scent package for all your predation control needs. North American Trapper. Proven products. Proven conservation.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Well, this is a big coon here. This is probably the biggest one we've caught so far. It's really windy out here today. We're right on this fence row here. We got this big willow behind us. Set this year, and that's a beautiful raccoon. The river's down here maybe about 300 yards, so he was probably working up here to check things out, and it's just another one out of the equation over here at the farm that's not gonna hassle any more corn or deal with any ground nesting birds. But it's just a beautiful silver tipped raccoon, and couldn't be any happier. Well, we got a nice double here. Came in here, made these sets. I had one right here. That coon got down in under there, under this pipe. And then I had one right here at the base of that old worn out stump. And you know, you got these big cottonwood trees right here. We got this whole draw. The river's right behind us here. And then this nice grassland up here in this draw where these coons are gonna feed and hunt. Plus we have the cornfield behind us, but we got a nice double here. 2 sets, 2 more coon. Anytime you're out there, you're gonna see old fallen trees, logs, pipes. Anytime you have that situation, you're gonna have coons, skunks, possums. Out here in the west, you're gonna have porcupines. All of these critters are going to be in here rooting through these, looking for grubs, looking for mice, looking for berries, whatever down through here. And if you find these locations, put these in, and you know, we got 2 Duke dog proofs here, and we got 2 nice coons, and honestly, you can't get much better than this right here as a complete location to put your sets. You got the water's edge, which funnels them in. You got the field's edge here that funnels them in. You got the cottonwood draws. These are big den trees. They're going to get up in these trees. And then you have all this extracurricular activities down here in the roots and the tunnels and the tubes. And they're down here rooting. But perfect location. Anytime you see this on your line, make sure you put some sets in. We're going to get these 2 coon taken care of. That one trap's going to be set again right over here off of that fence post. And I'm going to put the other one right smack dab in the middle to where they have to knock their nose on it, whether they're going in or coming from the middle of that tree system there. So, pretty awesome. 2 more coons. Well, we got those reset. We got this nice hollow log here, plus this one on the back side over here. Ultimately, come back here tomorrow and maybe have 2 more.
Now, it's time for the North American Trapper Tip of the Week.
I thought we were going to come in here and have 2 or 3 coons in this nice spring here, but ultimately we didn't have any here today, and that's fine. We got a whole truckload of coon, but this is a really good teaching situation for all of you landowners out there or your first-time trappers. We put these in here because we had some coon sign and things of that nature, but ultimately we're surrounded right now by cornfields, and they're cut. There's no food source here. The food source is about 400 or 500 yards down there, and that's the river. So you landowners and you trappers for the first time, really pay attention to where the food sources are, whether it's in the fall or the spring, and that's where you want to set your traps. Now, we have a lot of traps, we, out here trapping, so we're going to put traps everywhere. But if you're really dedicated to getting these out of the population for you on your land or in your farm or your home or wherever, make sure you're paying attention to their travel ways and their food sources at that specific time of year. So that's a good lesson. We didn't catch any here, and that's all right. But really pay attention. The travel ways in the fall can and possibly will be different than they are in the spring, and vice versa. So pay attention to that and set your DPs accordingly, and you're going to catch them. We've caught a lot more coon on the river this year than we have away from the river, and the reason for that is food sources, and that's going to work its way across the board anywhere across this country.
North American Trapper Predation Packages. Get any one of our specific trapping packages that has been ultimately designed to help you become the master predation controller of your farm, ranch, or hunting lease. Control the predators that are costing you time and money, and get out there trapping today with one of our North American Trapper Predation boxes. All of the packages come with the trapping essentials to get you out in the field, plus an instructional DVD that will show you the way. Visit us at NorthAmericanTrapper.com and start breaking dirt today.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
Well, we got another nice coon here. We just took that one out of the trap up there by that willow tree, and now we're down by the creek. We got one here. We got another one behind the trailer here. We got a game camera over there. I'm not quite sure if it picked it up because we had it kind of on the one that was closest to the riverbank here. But ultimately, a bunch of junk piles behind us here, right along the river, and taking another coon, another predator out of the equation for the farm here, and that's what we're here to do. So we'll get this one taken care of, remake this Duke dog proof here, put a little coon buster in it, a little bit of magnet, and hopefully we'll have another one tomorrow.
We at North American Trapper understand the importance of getting youth involved in the tradition of trapping. Go to NorthAmericanTrapper.com/give and purchase your bait or trap. We'll duplicate your purchase to your local state organization and get a youth involved in the art of trapping.
Well, we got another one. This is just an unbelievable game trail that goes right through here. Obviously, you can see I had two. He must have been coming this way from the riverbank. The riverbank's only about maybe 30 yards. I do have a game camera up here, so hopefully we have some good night footage on him. That's actually a really nice coon. That's a big coon right there. But you can see this defined trail right here, how it just, they just work through here. You put that trap, that Duke dog proof, you just take that and you put that right smack dab in the middle of the trail so they hit their nose on it when they come through. But you can see that with that rebar in there also, he's got a full range of motion. We got 2-3 different swivel points. He's able to do that. He's not hurting himself. He's a little anxious right now because he's probably not seen a human this close to him ever. But ultimately, put these sets in the ground. You're gonna catch these animals, and you're gonna have a lot of fun, as well as helping out a lot of landowners, farmers, ranchers, the ground nesting birds, especially down here on the riverbank. That's why they're running these riverbanks. They're looking for goose nests and pheasant nests in these fields, and who knows what they're gonna run into. But he is a nice looking coon, and we're gonna take care of him, remake this, and can't wait to get that footage home there and see what we got, maybe him coming up and working the set.
Let's take a look at the North American Trapper Product Spotlight.
Well, I wanted to take a little time here and talk to you about the new trap that Duke's bringing out this year, and that's the 650. You can actually see here the difference from the 650 to the 550. It's just a beefier, bulked up version of the 550. These 550s are going to work for most anybody around the country, east or west, for coyotes and your bigger predators. But when you have a 3-day check law this bigger trap, might be something that you're looking for. You also have the bounties on the wolves now out in Idaho and places like that. This is going to hold a wolf. And now you're going to see the difference here in your catch area once I set these. Now, you can see with these here, the difference in the catch area from the 550 to the 650. The 550 and the 650 both have these very heavy cast iron jaws. And there's a couple different reasons that's good. One, that's going to be, hold power for the animal. And two, it's actually really, really easy on the animal as well. They're not going to have any of their foot get cut. This is a very, very sound trap. It falls into a very good category where they're not going to be able to get under there and work that foot, and those animals are going to be there when you go to check them. But you can see the vast difference in the 550 and the 650 just in the size of the catch area, the pan size. These are just an awesome tool, and for you Western guys out there that are looking for a great trap, make sure you check out this 650. They're priced way below the norm within the industry, and you're really getting as good a trap, if not better, with all these. We make very few adjustments. We got a really good base swivel here on this. Set that off. We have a good base swivel here, and then we have 3 different MB crunches that we put on there with a couple different extensions, and then a staking system. This is all you're going to need to go out there and put up some good numbers and do the predation that you need to do to take those predators off of your land, whether they're getting to your ground nesting birds or they're getting to your livestock, your chickens, your calves, whatever. And in the West, if you're looking for a good trap on those 3-day check walls, you can see the cast iron jaws, the big pan, 4-coiled. These are just a beast. And I'd highly recommend you go to Duke Traps, check those out, because they are a fantastic piece of equipment.
You need to have faith in the baits and lures piquing the curiosity of those at large predators. North American Trapper has you covered on your quest with our skunk-based Madness, crawfish-based Coon Buster, fish-based Reaper, and our meat-based Mountain Man. North American Trapper baits and lures are all multi-layered and proven to help you become the best predation trapper that you can be. Take back control of the ecosystem that is yours and get our scent bundle at NorthAmericanTrapper.com for the next time you're out breaking dirt on the line.
Welcome back to Duke Trap's presentation of North American Trapper with Alan Probst.
We're down in this cottonwood draw, and there's a few deer stands over here where they're feeding the deer to come in. These raccoons, for you hunters out there and anybody who's had a game camera on your feed, you know that the raccoons and other animals besides the deer are in there pounding it. And ultimately, you can see the trails here. These are deer trails and also game trails with the coons are running. One thing I did want to mention, when you're out there putting these Duke DPs in to catch these coons and take them out of the population to save on your deer feed, make sure you do not set on your feed. You'll catch those critters the first night or two, but you're going to actually really smarten them up to where they're going to associate that food source with danger. Now, you set 20, 30, 40, 50 yards back on these game trails, you're catching them working to there. They don't associate that deer feed with danger, and you're going to catch a lot more. It's going to take you a little longer to get the bigger numbers, but you're going to get them over and over and over when you're off of that food source. So you hunters out there that are trying to save money on your deer feed, make sure you're setting back off of the trails, not on the food source. We got ourselves another nice coon here. We set this set on this 2-track. We got this fence row here working down into these cornfields. And second check, second coon. You can't get much better than that. But anytime you can find these I call them crossover or pinch points, or where you have a couple different places where the coons are going to be running. They're going to run this 2-track. They're going to run this fence row. You got this big tree right here in the middle. That's just an eye appeal. They're going to come in here, climb up there. But ultimately, it's a nice coon. We're going to help out the farmer here. But you know, another thing with these DPs, they just hold them there. The dog-proof trap is a trap that just holds us. Anybody looking to alleviate some of the issues that these raccoons cause you, these Duke dog proofs are fantastic, and I highly recommend you get some of them. But we're gonna get this coon taken care of, reset this, and hopefully we'll come back, third check, third coon. Even though it's cold, even though it's snowy, we're still out here in nature. We're doing a service for the farmers here, the ranchers, the ground nesting birds, and ultimately it's fun to be out here and do this. And these tools and techniques are going to work for you on any of your land, whether it be your hunting land, your leases, your farms, your ranches. You can take these animals out of the population. It's going to save you money in the long run. It's going to help your ground nesting birds. And that Duke dog proof is going to be the tool that helps get that done for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show today. As I said at the beginning, I really enjoy being in South Dakota. The energy that's out there, the history, and on top of that, having a chance to go chase raccoons and do depredation work for some farmers and some ranchers, that just tops it all off. But as you can see, the Duke dog proofs are going to work for you in any one of those situations where you're having problems with those raccoons across the country. And I highly recommend, if you get an opportunity, stop by NorthAmericanTrapper.com. We have all the materials and traps and baits and lures and everything that you're going to need to help you be successful when you go in the field. Proven products equals proven conservation. And we'll see you next time on North American Trapper.